So the next part of this living world and the last part of the living world is what? Taxonomical aids. Aids are the things which provide information about something. Aids are what? Aids are the things which provide additional information on something, which makes the understanding easy, are called as aids. So here, in order to name an organism or in order to classify an organism, we need certain references, right? Without references, we cannot classify. Just by holding a plant in a hand, I cannot classify immediately until and unless I am a famous biologist. I know all the principles of biology. If I know all the principles of biology, I can easily name it or I can easily classify it. But for a common man, how he should identify or how he should classify? So he needs certain references, right? Those references are nothing but a taxonomical aids. So in our syllabus, there are 4 taxonomical aids. The first one is museum, the second one is herbarium, third one is botanical gardens and zoos, and the fourth one is keys. Okay, so museum is nothing but it is a visual record of a past organism. It is the visual record of past organisms. It is a place where lifeless objects are placed. Lifeless objects of scientific importance are placed, and their classification and their nomenclature system has also been mentioned. So this museums helps us to identify an organism, or they help us to classify an organism. So if I get any new plant or if I get any new organism, immediately if I go and visit the nearest museum, there if I find any similar organism like that, then there within the museum there will be all the details of that organism. I can compare that to my existing organism. This provides some organisms. The main thing we need to focus here is, here lifeless objects are placed. Okay, so next one is herbarium. Herbarium is nothing but it is library of dried plants. It is only of plants. What happens is, when any organism, any plant species which has been identified and which has been classified, the institutions maintain records of that plants. What they do is, the plant has been pasted on the sheet and it has been pressed, and it has been pasted and it has been pressed on the sheet, and this has been on this all the details have been mentioned. All the details have been mentioned, in which place it has been collected, what is its classification, what is its nomenclature, so who collected this, all this will be maintained in this. So if I get any plant, if I visit to the nearest institution where herbarium is there, so if I compare the characters of my plant with the characters of the plant which is in herbarium, I will come to know that okay, this is having certain characters, I can compare with this, so that this classification system matches with this organism. So it may be a this genus, so it may be a this species, that I will come to know. So this, it is a library of dried plants. Okay, simply it is a library of dried plants. See here, this is the plant has been pasted, is it? This one is called as herbarium. Next one is botanical gardens and zoos. Botanical gardens and zoos are the place where living organisms are placed. This is very, very important. Okay, in museums and herbarium, lifeless objects are placed, lifeless organisms or lifeless objects are placed, whereas in botanical gardens, live specimens or live organisms are placed. Living plants and living organisms are conserved. Conserved is nothing but they are protected in their new habitat. Why? Because new habitat means they were growing elsewhere, but they have been brought to some other place, and this is not their original place, and they are conserving it and they are protecting it. Hence it is called as ex-situ conservation. Please note this point. It is called as what? Ex-situ conservation. What do you mean by ex-situ conservation? Protecting a plant or protecting an organism outside their natural habitat. This one is called as what? Ex-situ conservation. This botanical gardens and zoos help ex-situ conservation. Okay, it acts as a recreational aspect. Why? Because if we go to the zoo and if we go to any botanical gardens, we feel ourselves, I mean, we will be energized, or we will be forget all our daily routines, and we'll enjoy the place, so that all our stress will be coming down. It is providing a recreational value. It is a natural environment, right? It is where in this place living organisms is placed, hence it acts as a natural environment. It is not a man-made environment, it is a natural environment. And it also provides education and awareness to the public. Who all visitors who visit the place, it provides education and also it provides awareness. And the last part is key. Key is a device which helps in identifying a plant and animals based on their similar and dissimilar characters. Similar and dissimilar characters. See, what happens is, the total number of plants, say for example, within this habitat, how many plants and how many animals which are present, they have been identified, classified, and they are maintained in the books. Since this is very small habitat, I can maintain all the record in one particular book. If I want to survey complete India, how many species are there within the India, if I want to survey that, then I will be getting more number of plants and animals, more number of flora and fauna. So if I keep on recording, I'll get more books. I can't compile all the names in single book, right? I will be maintaining more than one books. So if after compiling, I will give it to some institutions, and institutions will be keeping this in their libraries. Whenever I get a new plant, I will go to library, I will search for this list of organisms which whether there is a mention of about this organism in these books. So in order to search these books, this book will be having around 1000 pages, this book will be having around 1000 pages, this book will be having around 1000 pages, this book will be having around 1000 pages. So how I need to search? If my luck is good, if this plant's name is present in the first page itself, I am happy. If it is not there at the 1000 page also, then what I will do? I will go for second part. If the name is not here also, then I will go for third part, then I will go for fourth part, then somewhere in the 999th page I may get the reference of this plant. This is very time consuming. So there is a shortcut which tells that based on certain characters of the plant which you have got, if certain characters are present, say for example character 1, character 2, character 3 are present, then go and search in book number 1. If character 4, character 5, character 6 are present, then go and search in book 2. If character 7, character 8, character 9 are present, go and search in book 4. So this is helping me to search for a particular organism in largest floras and faunas. Okay, one particular habitat's flora and faunas where the mention is present, there I need to go and I need to search. For searching, this key is helping based on certain characters. This is about key, and these are the 4 important taxonomical aids. Okay, these are the 4 important taxonomical aids. Then the last part is one short revision. Okay, so this chapter, living world, can be divided into 2 subunits. First one is living organisms characters, next one is taxonomy or biodiversity, isn't it? So we have studied 4 different characters or 7 different characters. cellular organization, second one is metabolism, third one is growth, fourth one is reproduction, fifth one is consciousness, lifespan and death, isn't it? Under biodiversity there is taxonomy and systematics. Under taxonomy there is binomial nomenclature. So in order to name the binomial nomenclature, I need institutions of ICBN, ICZN. Then I will be getting set of rules, isn't it? To name an organism, these institutions has given a set of rules. After that, we'll go to the systematics. Then within the systematics, there is taxonomical hierarchy, isn't it? Taxonomical hierarchy. And after studying taxonomical hierarchy, then last one is taxonomical aids. Okay, this is the blueprint. You need to remember this blueprint. This chapter is a bit theoretical, but if you remember this flow sheet, then you can answer any number of questions from this chapter. Okay, basically you will be getting 1 to 2 questions from this chapter. If you remember this blueprint, then it is more than enough. Okay, thank you.